And there we have it, that is our Bailey's mousse. Look at that for an after dinner dessert. That looks sensational. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today, a Bailey's Irish cream mousse. You know, St. Patrick's Day is coming up very quickly, and we're going to have the cabbage, the corned beef, the potatoes, we're going to have the full Monty. What about a light dessert? We want a light dessert to finish it off, and this is a fantastic way to do this. We got a pan, got a couple of egg yolks there. Now we're going to whisk all this lot up in here in a minute and then put the heat on. We're not going to put the heat on until we whisk it all. Sugar, well, a little bit of vanilla, and we want the good old Bailey's Irish cream in there. Oh, it smells absolutely off the charts. Right, give that a whisk up. Well, let's bring that in. Then we're going to turn the heat on, and what we're going to do is warm this up so it thickens slightly. So I'm just stirring it in with this, and then I'm going to use a spatula. It's just one of those desserts which are really easy to make. It's lightweight, and Bailey's makes for a perfect base for this. So we're just helping it on its way by stirring it all in like that. Now we want a flame on, and we want it really low. We don't want to burn this, it'll end up like a scrambled egg. And we're just going to give it a stir. Now we've got to keep constantly stirring this because obviously it's got egg in. Now what we don't do is we don't boil it. If you see loads of bubbles coming up, lift the thing up. Now we want to be thickening this slightly so it coats the back of a spoon. I mean, that's not coating anything at the moment. So nice and steady. Now that will coat the back of a spoon. That is absolutely perfect. So that's flame off. That's it. That's cooking done. This has to cool down to room temperature. Okay? Because we're going to add that. Oh, it smells incredible. We're going to add that to a cream mixture. There you go. So, start whipping. Now I might add that this recipe can be doubled, tripled. You can make a big party amount. Just take the same amount of ingredients and up it. Okay, that's it on this one. We want very soft peaks. We are going to whip some cream to go on the top afterwards, but we want a nice soft peak. Okay, we want to make up a gelatin to actually set this. Now it's straightforward. In there some water, in there some gelatin, and all we're going to do is bloom the gelatin about 5 minutes, and then that should be cooled roughly to room temperature, and we can put this all together. And the water I used was just room temperature water. We're going to stir that into the mousse in a minute. Or we're going to stir that into the Bailey's mix in a minute. This is very warm. Now the gelatin needs to go in whilst it's warm, and then it cools down to room temperature. This is very hot because we use a stainless steel pan. Okay, that's good enough. Let's get our gelatin in our Bailey's mix. Now we want to be bringing that in there till it's fully dissolved in there. Now of course this mousse is not just for after dinner on St. Patrick's Day, you know. This mousse can be enjoyed any time. Okay, bring back in your soft peaked whipped cream, and this goes in there in stages. Okay, so we're going to put a little bit in, and then we're going to bring that in, and then we're going to add some more. Now when you put this in, we want to keep that light and airiness, so sort of lift up at the same time as you're stirring in. In with a bit more. In with a bit more. There you go, that is what we're looking at. Okay, a light and airy mix. Let's have that off there, we want it all, don't we? Now you have to decide how you're serving it. Now here's an idea. Irish coffee glass. Fill it up, leave enough for whipped cream on the top and some chocolate, or in a glass serving dish, a glass pudding bowl, whatever you want to call it. So we want to put that in there. Now I don't want to make a mess of this glass, so I'm going to get myself a little funnel. I probably still will make a mess actually. And we're going to just dump that in there. We can do a little bit more, I reckon, don't you? We want a full glass, come on. A little one of those, and now it's level. Look at that. The top of the morning to you. Have that in the morning. Right, okay, let's be filling our pudding glasses. Now this, when we've filled this goes in the fridge. Minimum 2 to 3 hours to set up. But you know, you can make this ahead of time. Put the whipped cream and the chocolate on. Oh, come on. Easy, innit? Better start putting some in this other one. This is not going to be enough. Just give it a little one of those. There we go. Slightly more in one than in the other. But I wasn't going to make one of these. I just changed my mind to show you. There you go. That's our mousse made up in there. Try not to get it all up the side if you can. Try and keep it level. I think this looks absolutely stunning. When it's got the whipped cream on and a little bit of grated chocolate or a flake on there, I think that's the one to serve up if you're posh. But there you go. Come on, let's get this in the fridge. 2 to 3 hours, and then we'll whip up some cream and some chocolate on. There you go. Right, we've had about 3 hours, so it's good to go. We know it's going to be set up. We want to be whipping up some cream. So let's whip that up. I think that's about got it. That'll do. We're not going to go any more. Okay, you guessed it. We want to be putting that in a piping bag. You don't have to. You can just use a spoon and slap it on. Not to worry. Put a twist in there so it can't all run through. In there. Right, I'm using what they call Cadbury's flake. So for all the people that have never seen a Cadbury's flake, it's basically chocolate that's been put on a flat thing, and you can do it at home with a scraper. You just scrape it up and it folds all the chocolate up. Now for this recipe you definitely don't have to use Cadbury's flake. You can grate chocolate all over the top, not a problem. In fact, you do whatever you want. Dress it up, put some sprinkles on, anything, up to you. So there's our mousse, looking good. Nice one in the Irish coffee glass. And we've got a beautiful one in our pudding glasses, for a better word. Right, what we need to do is figure out what we're going to do with this. Now that does not going to fit on there, it might do. But what I'm going to do is cut that, but I've got a hot knife. But it will be hot when I dip it in this boiling water. We're going to come in there, let it melt its way through. Now of course you don't have to mess about like this. You could just eat that and eat the flake. So it's not rocket science, is it? What we're going to do is squirt some cream on there and dump some chocolate on. Come on. We either go for a big blob or we ought to go all the way around. Up to you. And then you just make up your design. We want one of those on there. I'm going to take some of that chocolate that's grated there. I was falling a bit apart. And that goes on there. And all of a sudden, we've got this fantastic after dinner Bailey's mousse. Look at that. Right, let's dress these two up. And again, it doesn't have to be anything special. It's whatever you feel like. Whatever you feel like on the day. That will do, come on. And there we have it, that is our Bailey's mousse. Look at that for an after dinner dessert. That looks sensational. Oh yeah. Come on. Oh, just look at that. Where do you start? Do you go for the cream or do you get right down into that mousse? Oh, I've got a piddly spoon here, look. Come on then. We gotta go for it. In here. Oh, looky there. Looky there. Look at our mousse. That is amazing. Oh yes, please. What a light dessert. Oh, it's absolutely fantastic. The amount of Bailey's in there is superb. Absolutely superb. Not overpowering with Bailey's. Got that really nice taste come through at the end. Oh, that's delightful. And this is just amazing. Look at that. Oh yes, please. That is unbelievable. If you like what we're doing, share with your friends. Tell them how easy it is to make a Bailey's mousse. Now you probably won't share. I would imagine you're going to eat it all, because whoever makes this is a Bailey's fan. There you go. If you do like what we're doing, big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell. Catch you in the next video.